Hello Sagittarius, hello and welcome into tarot forecast regarding your job and career in October 2018. Please bear in mind this is a general read. So this first card is representing the current situation. Sometimes you, this voice crossing you. This is kind of what is underneath, under the undercurrent, or sometimes things at the root of things. Your near past, your way of thinking, your near future, things approaching you, and this is the potentially the best way forward. So Sagittarius, what do we have here? We have a 5 of Wands. We have a 9 of Pentacles, we have a 9 of Wands, we have a 4 of Pentacles, we have an 8 of Wands. That was going to be a very 8 of Cups and 10 of Wands. That might be a very interesting and busy month for you, Sagittarius, in regards to your work. Maybe after time, I'm just going to go with the flow here. So most likely after time of some kind of relatively quiet time, things are going to start moving, and your job going to become uber crazy in terms of what is expected, and currently there may be some kind of difficulties in agreeing on the way forward. You might be finding that people that they find difficult to get along with each other. There might be issue of you try to push back, other people try to try to impose certain things on you, and what is crossing you is a 9 of Pentacles. So 9 of Pentacles is maybe your job or your current position, or the way how your job was extremely good. The things that you were very happy and satisfied with, but the way how the things are moving, they're not kind of moving in the direction that is satisfying, or is just the company or your position or whatever is happening, if you're self-employed even, that they're going through some kind of period of change, stroke growth, and this is kind of trial and error kind of period, or there might be a lot of teething issue kind of periods also included over here. And with underneath, it's the 9 of Wands. So you might feeling that is too much. You might be feeling that you are under a lot of pressure. You might be trying to hold the front, and you try to manage things and keep them at minimum and try to manage it, but nevertheless things that might be coming your way thick and fast. And this is all about you managing others people's expectations, you standing for yourself, you pushing back equally, multitasking, allowing things to happen. And at some point, is not to say you might choose to remove yourself either emotionally from situations. So if you were very strongly invested emotionally in it, you might you might go to the period of I don't care, or it's nothing to do with me, kind of leaving it behind and detaching yourself. There might be also the question of maybe the job is not going to be longer suitable for you, and it's not something, the work environment might be just very difficult. There might be kind of, I think there's to do with the lack of structure or direction sometimes, and because of that, people that are like fending for themselves, and they try to kind of show off what might be the case of a lot of egos here involved, and people doing things for the sake of doing them, and kind of claiming the the glory for themselves, even though they might be not responsible, they might be not even delivering the work that they say that they did. So that for one thing, and you might be choosing to walk away from that situation. So it's almost, because it's a general read, so the overall the best way forward is kind of swaying two ways. Is saying, for one, you have to kind of choose your battles very wisely and prioritize things, and don't try to overwhelm yourself with too much responsibilities coming your way. Equally, you might choose to kind of, some of you might choose to just leave and try to find a new job and try to look for something that is going to be less stressful altogether. So it looks like that's going to be a very intense and busy month for you, Sagittarius. And the question is how much you're going to willing to hold back, how much you want to cling to what it was, because the thing is, so things are going through that kind of period of change, and the way how the things were, it's in October, doesn't look they're going to come back to the way how they were before. And I think this is coming on this is riding on the back of some kind of change over here. So we have death, so this is some kind of renewal. I don't know if there's some kind of way of restructuring, changing people's responsibilities, changing direction, laying off certain people. Whatever it is, it's currently creating a lot of havoc and a lot of confusion, and people try to fending their positions and kind of shifting, and there might be also indication of some kind of blame, finger pointing. So it's the question for you how you choose to do it. Are you just going to choose to detach yourself from the situation and do whatever you have to do by managing, prioritizing and doing and taking the responsibility, or you're going to simply choose to remove yourself? This is a general read, so I'm going to leave this as an open question over here for you, Sagittarius. So I would like to say a massive thank you for tuning. I hope the October going to bring you whatever you wish. And yeah, you take care. Thanks, bye.